Hello again everyone and welcome back to Dragonslayer Inquisition. We're back here at our war table. So Liliana has returned back with the with this. My dear Liliana, your author friend is truly a mystery. Our search uncovered only a string of foreign accounts. The trail of coin led from Antiva to Tevinter to the Free Marches and Orlais. Someone hid their tracks well, but not well enough. Your writer is in Kirkwall, and remember you owe me a favour. So we've got an Amulet of Power, which is good. So we don't have anything else to do right now on this table, so let's just leave. And we'll see if this amulet is any good for anybody in our party. Let's have a little look at that. Varric approves. Oh, good. I'm glad. Oh, so only Varric can actually use the amulet as well. Gain an ability point when equipped in single use. Also, so it's just basically a bonus ability point. Cool. That's good. So apparently Josephine is in here too. So we may as well go and have a talk with her.
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador, if you can't prove it was founded on Justinia's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked his life to slow the magic of the breach. Sir Trevelyan, may I present the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven.
Oh.
House d'Aurelion
That's worrying.
these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
You own this land? Yeah.
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denner, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
Oh dear. The Divine's advisors founded it, yeah.
Interesting, considering the Inquisition was begun by the left and right hands of the Divine.
I've seen no written records from Sister Liliana or Seeker Penticus that Justinia approved the Inquisition.
If you won't take her at her word, I'm afraid Seeker Pentagast must challenge him to a duel. It is a matter of honor among the Navarans. Shall I arrange the bout for tonight?
No. Perhaps my reaction to the Inquisition's presence was somewhat...
Well done, Josephine. Beautifully executed. Just like he would have been if he had to try and fight Cassandra.
It is a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montillier. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Well done. I'm glad that you actually saw sense, as opposed to being ridiculously hasty. Does the Marquis own Haven? Yeah.
Do the d'Aurelions actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite our Ferelden relations, the d'Aurelions are Orlesian. If the Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
Yeah, you can think so. Yeah, you handled the Marquis well.
I'm so pleased the Marquis isn't tossing us out into the cold.
His Grace is only the first of many dignitaries we must contend with.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart.
Hopefully it's
An
a good
should
story.
ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
May I ask what brought you to work for the Inquisition?
Sister Liliana approached me. We've been acquainted for quite some time. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
I'm glad you're here, yeah.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montillier.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas' politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
Ah, she seems like a very, very good, what's the word? tool for the Inquisition, but I would not call her a tool. Why do I have what? Did I have a waypoint there by accident? That's odd.
Please tell me if you find something.
Can I speak to Nave anymore?
You're the Herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. I hope the Inquisition can restore order soon. I never really wanted to leave the Circle. My name is Nave. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker Pentagast and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
I found something for you.
I found something the demons left behind. Can you use it?
Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it there and the Tranquil and I will examine it.
That must be anything you pick up then.
Fascinating things. We're putting them to good use.
So you're a mage?
You said you were a mage.
No, just an apprentice. I was never very good at magic. I've got just enough talent to be a danger to other people. But when the mages rebelled, people like me had nowhere to go. The Templars would have killed us. Luckily, Seeker Pentagast took me in, along with the Tranquil I was protecting.
You said Cassandra has you researching creatures.
Yes. If you find anything interesting in your travels, I'd appreciate you bringing it to me. I may be able to find some weakness our soldiers can exploit when fighting various creatures. At the least, some materials are useful for making potions or gear for the Inquisition.
I'm surprised that even an apprentice mage wouldn't join the rebellion.
I don't like using magic to fight. I'm not good at it either. I like studying. I like performing rituals that helped us unlock the secrets of the Veil. I liked having the Templars around to keep us safe.
That's an interesting take on it, and yeah, you're in the minority, yeah.
Most Circle mages I've met have a different opinion of the Templars.
They have not lived my life. I was born into a Dalish clan. I lived there until my magic manifested. The Dalish cannot risk having too many mages in one clan. And I was one more than they could bear. They gave me a pack and sent me into the woods to find my own life. I was 7 years old.
7? Oh, that's awful, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I stumbled into a village, starving and cold a few weeks later. I started using magic to scare predators away. The villagers saw me make fire in my fist. They were terrified and wanted to kill me. Templars saved me from them. They gave me food and clothes and took me to the Circle.
Oh.
I've seen what life is like without the Templars, and I want no part of it. I just want to study.
See, that is how Templars and mages should coexist.
You said that you were keeping some
Easily.
of the Tranquils safe.
Yes. The mages took some of them when my Circle rebelled, but the rest were forgotten. Most Circle mages look down on the Tranquil, or try to pretend they don't exist. They don't have any emotions. They can barely take care of themselves, can't defend themselves at all. It's a shame. I like them better than most people.
Lucky to have you, yeah.
I'm glad they have someone who cares about them.
They deserve better. They're polite, they're rational, and they'll never get angry at you. When they study, they have a focus no normal person could ever match. But the Templars, even some of the mages, mistreated them just because they could. The Tranquil never fought back.
And those people are not
I don't know.
not good people.
Doesn't really matter now.
Why did you decide to research dangerous creatures?
I like the outdoors. The idea of the outdoors, anyway. When some monster is coming at you, glowing eyes and burning claws, it's terrifying. But once you know how it works, you can deal with it. It's just another part of the world. So much of this world is only frightening because we don't understand it.
I'll speak with you later.
You have a
Thank
very
you
good
again
view
for
on
what you
things.
brought back.
I like you, Nave. Definitely like you. Can I speak to Josephine anymore?
Greetings.
How do you and Liliana know each other?
We moved through similar circles in Norlay. I believe we actually met in Val Royale. Liliana was quite an accomplished player of the game by then.
I'm sure she was.
What exactly do you mean when you say the game?
Forgive me. The game refers to the slow duels of influence among the noble and powerful of Orlais. It's a rather light-hearted name for the matter, but Orlesians are fond of playful touches.
What business are the Montiliers in exactly?
We began as merchants. My ancestors founded the first trade routes to Rivain. We once sent entire fleets across the Waking Sea.
Once.
But not anymore.
No. These days, our vessels are a touch more modest.
That's where our families have met before.
Perhaps. Everyone of distinction in the Free Marches attends Lady Trevelyan's summer balls.
Great Aunt Lucille always did love a party.
I don't recall seeing you at any of them.
I was too awkward, yeah.
I was less than sterling company when I was younger.
Modest in temper, bold in deed.
You know the Trevelyan family motto.
Heraldry is a passion of mine.
Tell me about your work, yeah.
What did you do before coming here?
I had the great honor of serving Antiva's crown as ambassador to Orlais. I'm also first in line to become the head of House Montilyet, though my siblings attend to our mercantile affairs.
How strong are your past loyalties?
I would never have given up my position if I did not intend to fully commit to the Inquisition. We cannot fall back on borders. Antiva is as threatened as any country by the rebellions. If anything, the alliances I forged there may help our current cause.
Do you think the Inquisition will continue after we seal the breach?
If we prove ourselves by healing the breach, people may turn to us for other things. Protection, counsel, justice. The Inquisition offered these once to those in need.
Well, hopefully we can establish ourselves as that.
Tell me, do you believe I was saved by Andraste at the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I should much like to believe so, Your Worship. The miracles Andraste performed were so long ago, they're difficult to picture. If it were truly her and the Fate who saved you, well, in any case, many already believe you walk in the Maker's light.
Let's speak
goodbye.
later.
Farewell.
Yeah, I'm a fan of a lot of people in the Inquisition. Definitely, they are certainly good folk. Right, so let's have a look at our map and what we actually have to do. So it's the right armor, weapons, Solus, Liana, Varric. Cullen and Cassandra all the way up there. So let's go and have a talk with them, since we haven't actually directly conversed with them as of yet. Cullen in particular, I'd like to speak to, since obviously we haven't really spoken to him yet, like personally anyway. Yeah, I'm interested in. Oh, there's a sack here which we haven't looted. In here, Alfred, cool. Yeah, I'm interested. Why do these keep on coming up? Am I like accidentally placing? Oh, if you right click on the map, it happens. Right, okay. I did not mean to do that. Good to know that we can place a waypoint though. So here is Cullen.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
I'm glad I'm here, yeah.
I just hope I can help.
As do we all. It is enough that you would try. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself.
I know you,
I was
Cullen.
there during
Do
the
not
Mage
worry.
Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
Everything is a mess here.
Conclave destroyed, a giant hole in the sky. Things aren't looking good.
Which is why we're needed. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
Whoa, we can be romantic. Right, okay. So while it's good to know that Cullen is a romance option, I am not going to pursue that. I do not swing that way. Yeah, I don't mind.
You understand our situation. I appreciate your opinion.
Look around. Our people are well organized and committed. Despite what the clerics think, we are in the best position to help.
I didn't realize Cullen was
Still a
gay,
lot
to be
of
honest with
work.
you. Maybe he's bisexual, I'm not
Commander,
sure. Oh well.
Sir Ryden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
Yeah. Well, again, I'm also glad that Cullen is around. Oh, loot. Bladed longbow, an enchanter coat, and a wooden crow figurine. Oh, cool. So it's a mage armor there. So no good for us. Right, let's have a word with Cassandra then. See what she's got to say. when she's not honing her skills by smashing her dummy to death.
Ugh.
She's not happy at something. Oh, we can be romantic to Cassandra. Yeah, you're impressive.
You're kind of a force of nature, aren't you?
Oh, she slightly
When I
approves of
need
that.
to be.
It's impressive.
You flatter me.
I'm trying.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool, and they may be right.
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see.
I think you are correct,
And
Cassandra.
I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
What happens next? Yeah.
What's going to happen now?
Now, we deal with the Chantry's panic over you before they do even more harm. Then we close the breach. We are the only ones who can. After that, we find out who is responsible for this chaos, and we end them.
Well, if Corypheus
And
is
if
the
there are
correct answer to that, then
consequences to be
we're gonna have a
paid
hell of
for
a
what I have
job.
done,
That's one
I
hell of a
pay them.
that's one hell of a training dummy right there.
I only pray the price is not too high.
Ugh. You had to do it, yeah.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
You had cause, yeah.
It wasn't like you had no reason to suspect me.
I was determined to have someone answer for what happened. Anyone.
Hell. It's better to have some solution than nothing, I suppose.
I'm curious. Do you even believe in the Maker?
Be honest, no.
No, I don't.
It must be comforting to be so certain.
She disapproves of
I
that,
have
not
to
surprised at
believe
that.
you were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
Indeed it does, and I'm sure we will find that out with time. Speaking Cassandra some more then?
It occurs to me I don't actually know much about you.
Speaking in between a training dummy there.
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
Ah, tell her.
I was born in Ostwick, and that's where most of my family is.
The Trevelyan's, is it not? A large clan with a rather clever coat of arms.
Yes, we are very
Do
smart, Australians.
you consider the Free March as your home? Are you eager to go back?
None of your business. Home is wherever I am.
Wherever
Yeah.
I am is home enough for me.
That's how I feel now, after years of tending to business for the Divine.
How about
I'd
yourself?
like to get to know you better.
You would?
Is that a problem?
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
Yeah.
Is there any harm in us becoming a little closer?
Plenty. As you wish.
She,
My
she,
name
she,
is
she didn't like
Cassandra
that.
Pentecost, daughter of the Royal House of Navarre, 78th in line for the Navarre.
78th. Wow.
I joined the Seekers of Truth as a young woman, and was with the Order until they withdrew from the Chantry. I remained as the Divine's right hand, carrying out her order to form the Inquisition. And here we are. That's all there is to know, my lord.
You're a Navarran royalty?
You're a
Yeah.
member of Navarra's royal family.
The Pentecosts are a very large clan. Half of Cumberland could say the same.
Really?
No, but it feels that way. I have hundreds of relatives so distant they need charts to prove we're related at all. And they have them. Oh yes. The Pentecosts value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
That why you left Navarra?
And you joined the Seekers to get away from that?
It was a life worth getting away from. The Pentaghasts are famed for dragon hunting, but few actually pursue the craft. Most are fat and lazy, pay lip service to the Maker and care only for idle pleasures and past glories. My brother was all that kept me in Navarra. Once he was gone, so was I.
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
Oh, okay.
You don't seem to like your homeland much.
My family polluted it for me. What little I saw of my homeland was through the bars of a gilded cage. My uncle treated me like a porcelain doll to be placed on a shelf and dusted only when necessary. Thus, I did not see Navarra, the real Navarra, until much later. By then, I realized I knew it not at all.
Your uncle? What about your parents?
They had the misfortune of taking the wrong side in the second attempt to overthrow King Marcus.
Ah, okay.
The king executed them, but spared my brother and I since we were family, and children at the time. Thus we were raised by my uncle, a Mortalitasi who preferred the company of his corpses to the living.
Mortalitasi, I'm
Your
guessing
uncle was
that
Mortalitasi?
mortician of some
A
kind?
death mage.
Oh,
He still
God,
is.
okay, that sounds
My
worse.
countrymen do not burn the dead, they bury them in special crypts. The Mortalitasi supervise the crypts, like priests. Uncle Vestalis oversees the grand necropolis. Nevarans spend more time honoring dead relatives than they do with living ones.
Jesus, that's
It is
weird.
odd to be so fascinated with death and its trappings. I will never understand it.
So you were the right hand to the Divine?
To Divine Justinia, yes. And Divine Beatrix before her, in fact.
Two divines,
The
wow.
position is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine, but my circumstances were unusual.
Unusual how?
You don't know the story? Thank the Maker. I will tell you if you wish, but it isn't as exciting as some drum it up to be. The short version is that I once saved the previous Divine's life. My reward was becoming her right hand.
Yeah, where's the right
What
hand?
does the right hand do exactly?
What is your hand capable of? It gives, it takes, it beckons. It makes a fist. Liliana and I extended the Divine's reach beyond the Grand Cathedral. We went where she could not. After Beatrix, I was tired of the position and wanted to return to the Seekers. But Justinia convinced me to stay. Her vision for the future gave me hope.
You thought she could really change things?
Justinia knew the war was coming long before it began.
She was a wise
She
woman,
tried
was
to avert it,
Justinia.
But the forces arrayed against her were too strong. Sometimes you have to break a bone so it can be reset. That's where the Inquisition comes in. It was to be the answer. A means to preserve as well as an agent for change. I only wish she had lived to see it.
How'd you become
What's the
right hand,
story
dear?
about you becoming
I'm
the right
curious.
hand?
Sweet Andraste, do you really want to hear that? It was, what, 18, 20 years ago? Some still discuss it like it happened yesterday. The tale gets bigger each time it's told. I barely recognize myself within it now.
You're being modest, yeah.
I'm sure you're just being modest.
I was there. I think I know what happened. To hear others tell it, I alone saved Divine Beatrix from a horde of dragons sent to a certain grand cathedral. Rather impressive for such a young seeker, wouldn't you say?
And the truth is?
I stumbled upon a conspiracy to kill Beatrix. A Templar Knight Commander was at its heart, and there was a dragon battle at the Grand Cathedral, but I had help from loyal mages who rallied to the cause. They freed the dragons from magical control. Without them, the Divine and I would both have died. Yet I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
Oh. What became of the mages?
What happened to the mages that helped you?
They went back to their circles, with rewards and privileges and Most Holy's gratitude. Many of them died at the conclave.
You're delightful, yeah.
You're delightful, you know that?
No, I do not know. I object. There is nothing delightful about me.
I beg to differ.
I think I preferred you in the stocks.
Oh, Cassandra, I do like you.
I'll let you get back to
I
work.
do indeed like you. So we got a bunch of codex entries, which we'll plow through in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have, then please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will catch you in the next episode of Dragon Age Inquisition. Thanks again, guys. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.